Hello everyone, so today we're gonna do a quick unboxing of a lavalier mic that I bought from Amazon. It's a 3.5mm jack mic, and the brand is PowerDeWise. I bought this mic based on the rave reviews that's being left on their Amazon product page. Everybody says, you know, this mic makes a significant difference in terms of improving your audio recording quality. So it will be interesting to find out, because right now I'm using my cell phone's built-in mic, and later on we're gonna actually put this mic into the cell phone and check out if this mic actually does a better job at recording voices for this kind of video production work. So I think it also would be great for interviews and for other people who's doing a lot of vlogging. So again, brand is PowerDeWise. I'll post the link down below on where I bought it. But looking at the packaging over here, apparently it comes with a pretty long cable. So 6.5 foot mic cord, and it comes with another 6.5 foot of the extension cord. Comes with a little rotating clip, so you can actually put the mic onto, clip the mic onto all kinds of things. And it says it works great for the camera, works great for iPad, iPhones, probably Android phones, and computer PCs, as well as laptops. So this is a do-it-all mic, and on the back it actually have a instruction to tell you that the mic right off the box, it doesn't work with the PC and the laptop or DSLR. You need to use the included 43-pin adapter for the mic to properly work on some of the devices. So we'll also try to find that out as well. Let's see. And interestingly, they already printed the user guide on the back. How you're gonna have it work. So you fully plug the mic into your iPhone or the smartphone or the iPad and then start recording. It should automatically detect the microphone, and then it should automatically work right out of the box, especially for the phone, okay? So opening up the box, a very nice pouch included in there. Some user manuals. All right, so, and also a card says thanks for choosing us, and this is the warranty card. So they provide a 1-year full warranty for their products. They have their contact information, the phone number, and the email address over there. So it looks like it's a US-based company. Also, it comes with a nice screen and lens cleaner as a little add-on. So if your camera is dirty, I guess you could use this little piece to clean your camera, and then before you start recording. And over here is the quick instructional guide or something like that. So over here, it tells you what's included in the box, and it tells you how do you put the microphone into your phone by insert it into the mic slot. So right off the box, I can already kind of sense a problem, because as you know, most of the new iPhones doesn't come with a microphone jack. It only comes with a lightning. It only comes with a lightning cable adapter. So I'm wondering if this is gonna work with the lightning cable adapter. Supposedly it should work. Because I think it does work, because they actually, on the instruction, it says to use that little lightning to 3.5 adapter included from your Apple product. So it should work. Over here, if you need to interview 2 people, you can get a free Y connector. So that's nice. I guess you write some sort of review or you request it from them, and they're gonna send you a Y adapter for interviewing 2 people at the same time. That's cool. And over here we have, as mentioned, the lavalier mic itself that actually have a very long cable, 6.5 foot, a extension cable, also 6.5 foot, and this is actually a 4-pin connector. So over here, by default, the mic comes with a 4-pin connector. I assume this is the adapter that they mentioned. If you want to have it working on your computer, you need to change the 4-pin to a 3-pin for your computer and other devices, or DSLR cameras, or the handheld recorders. So you use this little adapter for those, okay? We're gonna test the adapter as well, because I have a handheld recorder, the Zoom F1, so we're gonna test that test this mic on the Zoom F1 compared to the shotgun mic that I have on the F1 originally to see which one provides a better audio quality for recording. Okay, so opening up the mic. Comes with a nice already built-in Velcro cord over here for easily storing it once you finish using it. And let me actually zoom in the camera a little bit because the mic itself is kind of tiny. So let's zoom it in a little bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, now I have the camera kind of zoomed in. You can see the detail or the construction of the mic. Get closer. Overall build quality is very good actually. It's actually a metal piece. At least the clip is metal. The mic itself, right over here, had a golden windscreen on the side. And looks like 7 holes on the top. The connector itself also looks to be well built with their brand logo. Again, this is a Velcro. Give you guys a close-up look what it looks like. So the cable is actually pretty long. It actually kind of is hard when you first take it out of the box. The wire is everywhere, but thankfully the wire is kind of those anti-tangle wires, so I would assume it shouldn't get tangled up so easily compared to some of the older microphone wires. And this is the adapter that they have included to convert. I think there's the instruction over here. So 4-pin to 3-pin adapter for PC, laptop, cameras, and voice recorders. Okay, so remember to plug this in if you're using this outside of your cell phone. Okay. Also, very nice that they came with 3 windscreens, brand new windscreens. So right off the box, I'm actually just gonna put one on. And I think the next step would be just for me to put the mic on me and then test it out. Okay, the windscreen, it's kind of loose. It doesn't fit as good, but again, it offers the protection. Covers up the side as well as the front. Okay. Okay guys, so again, I put the phone kind of far away, and actually right now it's recording entirely on this mic. So very curious to find out if the recording quality is any good. So right now the mic is about a foot away from my mouth, and I'm actually having the top part pointing to me. And now I'm gonna rotate it, so I'm gonna have the mic side. I'm gonna speak directly into the side of the mic, and this is about a foot away. I haven't changed my voice volume, so you guys can compare this recording to the previous footage, which was recorded entirely on the cell phone. And again, this is speaking directly to the top of the mic and speaking to the side of the mic. Now I'm gonna actually put the mic at the position where it's supposed to be, which is somewhere clipped onto your shirt, and then I'm gonna speak again and check to see if there's any difference. Okay, so move the phone a little bit. So now I actually have the microphone clipped onto my shirt right over here. And I'm actually speaking, excuse me, I'm actually speaking directly to the camera instead of speaking to the microphone. So the microphone is over here and I'm speaking to the camera. So this is how it sounds like. Again, I need to actually review this footage to see if it actually recorded anything or how the sound turns out, but I will let you guys know very soon in the next section of the video, okay? Again, I haven't used the included extension cable, but at this distance, the phone is about 45 feet away. As you can see, the wire is over here plugged into the phone, and I still have quite a long distance. However, I think if you do have your phone at a further distance, it's probably better to use the included extension cord, because you really don't want your wire to be dangling when you're actually doing this kind of recording work. You want the wire to be resting maybe on the bottom, maybe you're hiding it behind, and then go down on the floor and then go back to your phone. Okay, so that's probably the best setup. But let's go into the next section, and I'm going to have the mic actually taken off, and then I'm going to stand actually a little bit further away and try the extension cord to see how far I can be away from the phone to be able to comfortably use this lav mic for recording work. Okay guys, so now I actually have the mic extension cord connected, so it's going to be pretty long. I'm going to just walk further and see how far away I can walk away from the camera and still be comfortably using this extension cord with the mic during recording. So right now it's probably a good solid 6 to 7 foot away from the mic, and the extension cord actually gets floated into the air because the distance, as distance gets further away, it gets higher. And of course the mic is still clipped onto my shirt right over here. So right now, probably like 7-8 foot away, this line is pretty dangled. So I would say for you to use this mic very comfortably, you want to keep the distance from your phone at least a good 5 to 6 foot away. And this is probably the best recording distance for the mic if you directly connect the mic with the extension cord to your phone. So what I'm interested to find out is actually how well it rejects the outside noise. For the next test, my wife is actually going to turn on the vent, which is a very loud vent we have because it's a very powerful vent. It vents outside of the house. And let's turn on the vent and let's see if it picks up the noise. So right now the vent is actually fully on, quite loud. After this clip, I'm gonna take off the lav mic and then have the phone record what I'm saying, and then you guys can check out the difference if it actually does block the noise from the vent. So I'm gonna take off the lav mic and then we're gonna record again. Okay, and right now the lav mic is off right over here. What you are hearing again is the recording from the cell phone from about 6 foot to 7 foot away. And the vent is actually blowing pretty loud on the side. Not sure if you guys can hear, but just compare the difference between the previous footage and this one and see if this mic is actually making a difference in terms of improving your audio quality, okay? So in next section, I'm gonna have the mic hooked up to a field recorder. So now the distance of the recording is really not limited by the distance of the extension cord. It's purely just gonna be wherever you like. So we're gonna use field recorder, recorded audio, and then overlap it on top of the cell phone audio. And to connect the lav mic to your PC or any other thing that's not smartphone, you need to use a 4-pin to 3-pin adapter. So make sure you put this on before you connect it to your computer. So I'm gonna plug this mic in, then we're gonna just do some recording clips and see the difference. So right now in the phone, you can probably hear that humming sound on the background, which is the vent for the kitchen. And now we're gonna record and see if any of those mic, if the Yeti Blue or the lav mic is gonna pick up the vent noise from the background. Okay, so this is test number 1, and this is the built-in microphone from the COS Proto Pro stereo headset that I use for my computer. So this is what it sounds like with the built-in microphone from the headphone set. Test 1, 2, 3. So this is the second recording test, which is the actual PowerDeWise, the lavalier mic. Right now the mic is actually mounted just below my mouth on my shirt, and this is what it sounds like. Test 1, 2, 3. And this is still the PowerDeWise microphone, and this time I actually removed the extension cord. So it's a 6.5 foot cable directly connected with the adapter to the PC, and this is what it sounds like. Test 1, 2, 3. Try to see if there's a difference between the noise level with the extension cord and without. And this is the last test, which is the Yeti Blue USB microphone. This is what the recording sounds like with the microphone actually situated about 2 feet away from me, right next to the monitor. And this is what it sounds like. And I think it's gonna pick up the vent that's being humming on the background. So do keep that in mind when you are hearing this recording. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, so after hearing all those clips, let me know which option sounded the best. Personally, when I was listening to the clips recorded on my computer, the PowerDeWise really didn't perform well. It sounds like it was actually only recording from one channel for some reason. And whatever sounded best on my computer is still the Yeti USB mic on the background. The mic just sounds so much cleaner. However, all of those options on the computer, because they're all so close to the vent, picks up the vent noise in the background. Granted, it's not a very low noise, but still, in terms of getting rid of the noise, I think none of the mic actually did the job of getting rid of the noise. In terms of the performance of the lavalier mic on the computer, I personally really wouldn't recommend getting the lav mic for your computer work. But I think what it actually works best is actually just doing this kind of mobile recording where I just have the mic directly connected to the cell phone. Actually gives the best sound compared to the cell phone's built-in mic, especially if you work from a distance. And again, right now it's just 6.5 foot of the cable with no extension. With the extension, you are able to actually record a little bit further away. Alright guys, so I just actually found a micro SD card for my Zoom F1, so I'm going to be able to test the recording quality of the shotgun mic compared to the PowerDeWise lavalier mic. So let's find out really quick. I'm going to hit the recording button and I'm just going to speak from a distance of about a foot from the tip of the shotgun, and then let's test to see the recording quality difference. And right now the Zoom F1 is recording, so I'm switching the audio to the Zoom F1. This is what it sounds like speaking directly to the camera and have the Zoom F1 kinda off camera on the side, just like when you are actually holding a recording microphone. And this is what it sounds like with the shotgun microphone mounted on the Zoom F1 and recording from the Zoom F1 field recorder. Test 1, 2, 3. So next we're gonna switch to the lavalier mic, which I'm gonna plug into the Zoom F1, and then we're gonna hear the sound difference. So this is what it sounds like with the Zoom F1 recording directly from the lav mic mounted on my chest. And it looks like the gain to be negative 18 dB. So it should be sufficient enough for post-process in any kind of video production software. And I hope it records a nice and clean audio, so I can later on actually use this lav mic for other kind of video recordings when I need to use my DSLR for recording. And this is what it sounds like with the mic mounted on the chest. Test 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do a final conclusion about what the lav mic might be best suited for. Okay guys, so judging from the audio quality, after I actually did a little editing and reviewed all the recording footages, personally I think the best option for the best sound isolation and the best audio quality is probably to actually use the lavalier mic with a handheld recorder. And there's another advantage with using the handheld recorder with the lav mic, that is, you do not have any distance restrictions compared to connecting the mic onto your cell phone directly. With because the cable at the most you can work probably from 6 foot, 7 foot away. With the handheld recorder plus the lav mic, combination. I find it actually produces the cleanest sound of them all. Granted, with the F1 recorder, it doesn't have a gain setting, so I have to actually bump up the gain by at least 10 dB. But that still actually produced a very usable, very nice quality audio from the recording. The second best option outside of this lav mic review is probably using a dedicated shotgun mic mounted somewhere close to where you're going to be speaking with or where you're going to be speaking in front of the camera. With the shotgun mic, it also produced a very directional, very clean sound that actually rejected most of the sound that you can hear in this whole video clip from the vent actually blowing air outside of the house. So my opinion is the lav mic actually is probably the best option if you don't have any other option for a handheld device, a handheld recorder. You can plug this thing directly into the cell phone for all kinds of recordings, and you can probably also plug this lav mic into your DSLR camera for video recording work as well. So that is your best option. The least I would recommend is actually using this lav mic on your computer, because I found it actually produced a horrible recording. It only recorded from one channel. When I plugged it into the computer, it doesn't sound any good at all. The only option that sounded good was the Yeti Blue USB microphone that actually was designed for computer use and recordings. So for computer work, stay away from the lav mic and actually just get a Yeti Blue USB microphone for your computer. It should be the best investment for computer recording work. Okay, I'll post the link down below on where you can get the Yeti mic as well, and I'll post the link below on where you can get the lav mic. So I hope you found this video helpful in helping you to determine which is the best option for your field recording work, whether be it a handheld recorder plus a lav mic, be it a dedicated lav mic for your cell phone, dedicated lav mic for your camera, or maybe if you're doing a lot of PC work, you should be really considering a dedicated USB recording microphone for your PC instead of getting this lav mic. Okay, if you guys have any comments, questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to discuss and answer those questions for you guys. And if you do find this video helpful, please do hit the like button or subscribe to my channel. And I should have more similar contents coming out for you guys. Okay, thank you so much, and maybe I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
Alright, hello guys, my name's Kit, and in this video I'll be showing off the PowerDeWise Lavalier microphone. So here's what the box looks like, and I'll show you the sides and back. Yep, pretty cool box. Let's see, what does this say? Need interview with 2 people, use Y connector. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, inside this box will contain several things. One is the this pouch here, which is actually quite nice, and inside I put some of the other accessories. So you get these extra pair wind, whatever these are called, wind filters. Yeah, I think so. And then you also get an extension cable. So this one right here. Mine actually had an issue because this thing right here was broken when I first got it. So I just sent them an email, and they sent me a new cable. So that was very nice of them. This is an extension cable. So yeah. And then next thing you get is this little adapter here. So this adapter is very important because in order for the mic to work with your computer, you're gonna need to use this adapter in order for it to work. So here's the mic itself, and if you just look at the plug here, just focus, you see that it has three lines. Now this one only has 2 lines. So because of that, because it has 3 lines, it doesn't work with computers specifically. As far as I've tested, you need to have this adapter and use it and plug it in before you could actually use it with a computer. Alright, so going back to the mic here. So this mic, when I first got it, it felt very high quality. The cable is pretty strong in my opinion. It's quite thicker than it needs to be actually. So I think that's quite nice. And the plug itself is quite sturdy. Yeah, it just feels very nice. And another thing I noticed was that this clip, let me just focus, this clip here is actually very strong and it feels pretty sturdy as well. So yeah, this mic records in mono audio as far as I can tell, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think now I'm gonna switch over to this mic so that you could hear the difference. Right now I'm recording with the Axon 7's microphone. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over now. Alright, so now the mic is connected to the Axon 7. I hope you hear a difference in the sound quality now. So one thing to note, when you have it connected to your phone, you don't really need this adapter. For some reason, the phone works pretty well with the mic without this adapter, but for everything else, you need this in order for it to work. So yeah, that's just something to take note of. And let me just autofocus. Okay, I don't know why it's not focusing. So yeah, what should I talk about? I've had this mic for about 3 to 4 days now, and I don't know, for me, I actually really like the sound quality. I think it's quite nice, and the noise that you usually hear when recording audio on like cameras and other devices is pretty much gone when using this mic. For some reason, it has really good noise cancellation. Actually, I'm not really sure if that's the right word or term for it, but it's just really good at not picking up the noise, the static noise that you would usually hear, yeah, when recording audio. So, yep. I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to a field and I'll record it while I have the mic hooked up on my t-shirt or something, so that you could hear the difference between having the mic on and not using the mic when just recording. So I'm gonna switch over now. Alright, hello guys, my name's Kit, and right now I'm in the middle of a run and I have it clipped on to my sweater here, and hopefully it sounds pretty good, and I hope that the sweater rubbing against it isn't too loud or noisy. So as you can see here, I'm in a field of an elementary school, and I'm just running around exercising. I'm kind of tired because I'm not really that fit, but yeah. Alright guys, so I am back onto the camera's mic, and I'm using it right now to talk. As you can see, I'm here, but previously I was right there, so I am now a bit further ahead. I don't actually know how well the camera sounds compared to the external microphone, so I hope that this is pretty good too, because the Axon 7 has a pretty good external mic. I mean, pretty good mic in general, so hopefully the comparison isn't much different. Alright, now I'm going to sign out and hear what it sounds like. Alright, so I hope that was a good demonstration of the mic out in the field. Literally out in the field. So, yeah. If you might have noticed, the Axon 7's microphone is stereoscopic, or I'm not even sure if that's the right word for it, but it's stereo audio recording. So depending on where I speak, like on the left or the right side, one side may be out of balance from the other. Now that is one advantage that this mic has, because it's a mono mic, so you won't really have any of those problems that you usually do with stereo recording. So that's just something to take note of. And yeah, I'm actually very satisfied with my purchase of this mic. I think I bought it for about $17 or $20. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, like it. If you don't, dislike, whatever. Blah blah blah. If you have anything else you want me to maybe test with it, then you could. And that is all. Thank you and goodbye.
No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys a 8x12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Okay, we'll see what that sounds like on audio. Other than that, if it sounds good on that, I'm really happy. Got scratched real hard and early. Anyhow, I appreciate you taking your time. Hope this helps those that are in look of one, because I was searching several ones and I really like the looks of this mic, so I kept being drawn back to it, and I'm very thankful that I did go ahead and pull the trigger and get it. It'll be interesting to see over some period of time how it goes, but we'll go. There was rain on the streets last night. We stood beneath the front door light. Everything was said, made sure the neighbors heard. You called me this, I called you that, standing on the welcome mat. Everything we felt, it all came down to just one word. But you didn't say it, and I couldn't say it. And you know I tried my best to go. And I know you cried, 'cause I hurt you so. It should have been easy to say that we were through, but to walk away from love was more than we could do. It was almost goodbye. Almost goodbye. Okay, now I'm going to check it all out. If everything looks good, I will be posting it to the reviews. Thank you.
I'm Johnny Walker, and this is a reveal on the PowerDeWise lapel mic I just bought off Amazon. It was about $22. I've really been struggling finding a good microphone, especially a good lapel mic. I spent $200 something on a wireless that has so much hissing and a high-pitched whine I can never get out of it. $22, I thought, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. Currently, right now, I'm using the Rode. It's a boom mic that sits on top of the camera. I'm using a Canon T6i, and it came with it as a kit. So that's what I'm using now, and we'll use that to compare the sound quality. So let's open it up and see what we have, if I can. Well, it comes in a nice pouch. I like that, a little zipper pouch. And it's got a couple more things in here. Looks like it has a screen cleaner sticker that you can put on the back of your phone. That's a nice little gift. And I guess this is a card, satisfaction card, and probably some instructions. Yep, instructions on how to plug it in and use it. This is supposed to be strictly plug and play. So let's take a look and see what's in the pouch here. All right, so we've got two windscreens. You've got an adapter. I want to say that's from it says a 2 to a 3. Okay, so there's a 2 to a 3. You got two windscreens on there, and you have, oh wow, and it came with a windscreen, so there's 3 total. So here's a lapel mic. I think this one is about 5 feet, and then this is the extension cord, which I will need so that I can stand further back from the camera. These short cords put me right up in the camera and don't work well for the videos that we do. So I'm going to hook this up. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll hook this up, and then we'll compare the audio between the two. So now we're using the PowerDeWise. I had to use that extender to make it work on the Canon T6i. So a lot of lapel mics that I've tried don't work in there. So apparently that's what I was missing, was that extender. I'm still using the really short cord, so I'm pretty close to you. In just a moment, we're going to test the longer one. But you got to make sure that when you're putting the end of this into the extender, that you really snap it in place. Because when I first tried it, I didn't have it snapped in place and it wasn't registering at all. So make sure you do that. All right, so now we're going to pause and we're going to try the extender and see if there's a difference in audio there. All right, welcome back. We have the extender. I can see based on my computer down there that the sound is registering using the connector. So I've got a much longer reach to it. Now I could, if I wanted to, I can run it up my shirt, put it up here on my collar, and I can hide it a bit. And that way I can stand further back as needed. So it works real well as far as functionality. So let's take a listen to see how it sounds and the difference in the sounds between the different videos. So as I listened to all 3 videos, it was interesting when we did the extension, there was some buzzing in the beginning that you heard, and it went away. So I think I had a wire on top of another wire and it was picking that up. So be aware of that and make sure that you keep your wires separate. As far as the PowerDeWise lapel mic, I highly recommend it. It's for $22. I mean, I spent over $200 on a wireless lapel mic that has all sorts of feedback. This is actually 10 times better than that. So I'm very pleased with it. It's something I can work with. The sound that you're getting right now, I have not cleaned it up at all. And so this is without any background noise changed whatsoever through like Camtasia or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. You can find it on Amazon Prime. Get it in about a day and a half. It's well worth the money.
Hey everybody, Steve here, and today in this video what we're doing is we're taking a look at the Osmo Pocket 2 and we're doing an audio check of the onboard microphone of the Pocket 2 to see how it works, see how it sounds coming across on social media, YouTube, whatever, and just what we can expect with that. So I think that's a good enough test there. What we're going to end up doing is taking the lavalier mic and we'll plug this in and we'll see how she sounds. Lavalier microphone, it's about $39 off of Amazon and it works out pretty good. PowerDeWise. So we'll go ahead and we'll plug in and we'll see what we get. Alrighty. Now you're limited by the amount of cord that you have. The interesting thing is with the PowerDeWise lavalier microphone, they also give you an extra, I think it's like 6 feet, that you could connect onto this so that if you're inside, if you're at a desk, you're doing a vlog or a blog, and you don't need to like go back and forth or turn your back to the audience, you can just do like an interview type thing, a sitting interview, then you could also use this type of setup. Now the other thing we want to check out is the DJI wireless remote. So we're going to go ahead and unplug the wired one. Okay. And what we'll end up doing is checking out the wired mic. And let's see what we can get here. I think that's working. And this also has a dead cat that you can put on here. So if you're in windy environments, but then again, it looks like you've got a gerbil on your neck. But we want to test out the audio. And so we'll just go ahead and we'll walk around and we'll see how the audio is with the wireless remote. Sounds pretty good. We'll see. So we want to compare the onboard mic with the wired lavalier microphone with the wireless mic. And now what we're going to end up doing is testing out the lavalier microphone with the wireless unit. So let's go ahead and we'll give this a shot. And what we can end up doing is we've got our wire. We can go ahead and take this off. And you'll notice that on here is a 3.5 millimeter jack. So we're going to go ahead and we'll plug this in. Hear that click. We got some audio. And now instead of having this hanging around my neck looking like a gerbil, what I can end up doing is I could put this in my pocket and then I'll go walk around and do the test of the lavalier microphone with the DJI wireless remote. And I hope you all can hear me. Again, we want to check out the audio. You get to vote on what sounds the best. Again, it all depends on what you're going to be doing. So that being said, again, we have the PowerDeWise lavalier microphone. We checked out the DJI Pocket 2, the onboard microphone. We checked out the lavalier mic with the Pocket 2, and then we tried the wireless microphone with the Pocket 2, and then we took the wired lavalier microphone and plugged it into the wireless remote for the Pocket 2. So that's the test we ended up having. I'm kind of interested to see what kind of sound quality you get out of like a $39 lavalier mic. Okay, so that concludes the test of the emergency broadcast system. Peace.
I'm not sure if you can hear any background noise as I'm filming this on my phone and not my laptop, which I usually film on, which has adjustment settings for the background noise to block it out more. But this is how it sounds on my phone. The mic is about, I would say, 2 to 3 inches away from my mouth. I think closer to 2, but it doesn't really matter. The mic is about 2 to 3 inches away from my mouth, and this is how it sounds. I'm not whispering, but I'm not talking at a normal volume. I'm about in the middle. I'm just talking quietly. Again, not whispering, not talking at a normal volume, but about in the middle. Just talking quietly. This is how it sounds when it's connected to my shirt, when it's connected to my collar. I've clipped it onto the collar of my shirt, and my head is facing forwards as if I'm talking to someone in front of me. I'm talking at the same volume. I've not raised my voice at all. This is me talking at about a normal volume. This is how I would sound if I was talking to someone in the room. Maybe I'm being a little bit quieter, but this is me at a normal volume while it is still attached to my shirt collar. This is how it sounds when it's about, again, 2 to 3 inches away from my face, but I am talking at a normal volume this time. I'm sorry if I'm yelling at you. I can't hear it, obviously, so I'm not sure how this sounds. I'm sorry if ASMR bothers you, but now I'm whispering. I'm whispering very quietly, and I've put the mic about an inch in front of my face, but the sound of my own whispering is upsetting me, so I'm gonna stop now. Again, I'm not sure if it's going to sound as good as it does on my laptop, because I've never used it on my phone before. I always plug it into my laptop and then use the app Audacity. And then I link it up with the videos that I filmed for my YouTube videos or for my audiobook readings. I'm not sure what you intend to use it for, but I've listened to it maybe once after filming it on my phone, a little earlier when I was trying to film this review. And I thought it sounded pretty decent. I don't quite remember, but honestly, I think this mic is fantastic, and for the price, I believe $40, maybe a little bit over. It is more than worth it, and I definitely love this thing. It's so small for such good quality. I also have another mic. It's not a Yeti, but the other one, the circular one, that, like Snowball or whatever it is. I haven't used that in quite a long time, so I don't quite remember how it sounds, but I think this honestly might sound better. I don't know. My vote is to buy it. I think that it is worth the price, and that you guys should make the purchase. Yep.
If you found your way here, it probably means that you or someone you care about has been charged with a felony offense. It may seem like there's nothing that you can do about this, but don't worry, we can help. Hi, this is John Razmich with Razmich and Delamater PC. Felonies are extremely serious offenses in Indiana. Unlike misdemeanor offenses, felony offenses carry with them a presumption of prison time. This means that if you don't have a good attorney, you could find yourself spending years behind bars. Additionally, the consequences of having a felony conviction are much more serious too. For example, felons are legally barred from owning firearms. Felons are legally barred from working in certain types of employment. Felons can find it very difficult, if not impossible, to rent apartments. And if you pick up enough felony convictions, the state can eventually allege that you're what's known as a habitual offender, and that can mean a very, very long stay behind bars. Felony charges are extremely serious and they need to be dealt with in a quick manner. For example, lots of felony charges involve eyewitnesses, and if those eyewitnesses aren't located and spoken to quickly, their recollection of what happened can start to fade, and that will have a negative impact on the quality of your defense. When you're dealing with a felony charge, it's extremely important to make sure that you have an attorney who can identify the defenses that are available to you and knows how to present those defenses at trial. This case and your freedom are far too important to trust to an attorney who doesn't have the proper experience. You want to make sure that you're investing in an attorney who's going to fight for you rather than to counsel you to take a quick guilty plea without properly explaining to you the consequences of that action. We can be that attorney for you. We have significant trial experience defending people just like you who have been charged with all sorts of felonies. We've defended people who have been charged with simple thefts and resisting law enforcement, all the way up to very serious charges such as robberies, burglaries, and even murder charges. Hundreds of people have put our experience to work for them. We can help you too.
So I wanted to give just a minute and a half quick review of the PowerDeWise lavalier microphone that I purchased off of Amazon. I paid $23 for it, free shipping with Prime, and I gotta say, for a microphone less than $25, I'm gonna talk to you, and it's just about the sound quality that I want you to hear. This is totally unprocessed, straight off the microphone. They give you a generous amount of cabling, 6.5 feet, and then another extension of 6.5 feet as well. They also give you a nice little carrying bag right here. They give you a couple of extra windscreens to go on there, and they got the clip works. It's rotatable as well. So if you're looking into an inexpensive option for a lavalier mic, this would be a good way to go. Now I'm going to process this mic and finish out the video from there. This is with processed audio through Final Cut Pro X. As you can hear, it still sounds even richer and fuller as well. But I think this is a good option. This compares very close to a microphone I purchased that I spent $80 on, as opposed to less than $25. So if you're looking for an inexpensive option, right here, I think the PowerDeWise is the way to go. And then, just again, this part of the video has been processed and everything. So I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you can get some use out of this if you're wondering how does the audio quality sound with the PowerDeWise microphone.
How's it going? I'm going to do a quick little review here. So what I have is the PowerDeWise. I'll show the little band. So I have the PowerDeWise, pretty much just 3.5 millimeter microphone that you can use as a lapel mic. You can use it in a couple different instances. I'm going to show it here in this video how I use it a couple different ways. I actually record quick videos of me playing guitar and stuff with this because it's a lot cheaper than buying a Shure. I do have a full like home studio set up, but if I want to record a quick clip, using this thing's pretty easy. The first thing you will need to know though, if you do have any form of phone like an Apple product that has, you know, a lightning jack, it does come with a couple different plugs. It comes with your standard 3-prong. It comes with a 2-prong as well. I don't obviously need that one. It's a little, you know, doesn't do well for this. You will need an Apple Lightning to 3.5 millimeter adapter if you have an iPhone. So I'm gonna plug this in real quick. We'll hear a little change in audio. Bear with me. All right, so the mic is in right now. You should hear a difference in sound. You can hear it, you know, it is working. It is a directional microphone. So I'm gonna add a little clip here real quick of me playing guitar, something I did use with this microphone, just to let you know you can use it for a little bit more than speaking if you wanna make some interesting clips.
Good morning, Amazon. This is a review on the PowerDeWise microphone for your iPhone or any smartphone actually. If you're using the new iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone 7, you will have to use the adapter that came with your phone. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm speaking from it right now. I did notice a huge difference, which I'm going to show you in just a few seconds, the difference between using the mic versus not using a mic. So in just a moment, I'm going to remove the microphone from the iPhone so that you can see the difference. So you may hear a little rattling from me trying to get it out, but just bear with me. Ooh, it's a little tougher than I thought. Ooh. Okay, here we go. So I'm pretty sure you can immediately tell the difference between using the mic and not using the mic. I did have some slight damage to one other microphone because it comes with two microphones. It comes with an adapter and two extra little sponge pieces to put over the mic. But overall, and also as you see there, a little pouch to store them in. But overall, I'm quite impressed with the microphone and I like it. So I hope this helps. Happy shopping.
The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dudley of number 4 Private Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you would expect to to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it.
Is the pouch to my lavalier mic, which is what you're hearing right now. This is the PowerDeWise lavalier mic. It comes with a long extension cord, a couple of replacement filters on, I don't know what these are called, but this is the replacement heads, and the actual lavalier mic. So I'm recording this into the Zoom H1. This is the first gen, the old version. I plug my shotgun mic directly into this as well whenever I want to do any audio with my shotgun mic. I think this is like the perfect audio recorder for whenever you're traveling or you want to be a little mobile. So with this Zoom recorder, with the lavalier mic and a shotgun mic, I think everything is covered, and this is what I'm rocking right now.
What should I say?
Okay. First, you should clap. No, just a single. You're supposed to single clap to sync the audio. Okay, now you're supposed to act cool.
I am cool.
Nailed it.
Look at these glasses.
You nailed it.
I'm so cool right now.
Okay.
That clap sucked.
One more clap. One more. Sync the. There's an echo in here. I'm not sure where to sync it. You're still clapping so loudly.
I know, I just...
Not that loudly. You're doing it in the microphone, too. Alright, that was pretty good.
Test 1. Older, cheaper lapel microphone. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Number 2. PowerDeWise lapel microphone. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
This is the PowerDeWise lavalier microphone on the H1N. Testing 1, 2, testing.